you. That was a lovely speech. Russell, I don't know where you're sitting. Huh? Thank you very, very much. Mr. Cleaver, thank you for your very kind words. Senik, who I've not actually met.
I've spoken a lot about Swades, and I think everyone is here. We all discuss philanthropy in a very broad sense, and sometimes it does frustrate me that there is a perception that there isn't so much of it going around in India, and there's always a question mark as to why aren't we doing more. And I can tell you in the 6 to 9 months that we did and met people across India, there is an incredible amount of sweat equity and an incredible amount of people doing some great work. And if the United States contributes 2% of their GDP, and we are guilty of only contributing 0.2% of our GDP, I don't think we need to look down on that, because if you add the sweat equity, we cross that 2% of GDP. And I think most of the developing nations, when they do that, it's mostly for educational institutions and many.
I've known her as an actress and a beauty queen, but I don't call her a beauty queen, I call her a power princess because she's harnessing all her power for social good now. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
I have to tell you something. No, Dia, you tell. Okay, I'll tell you. So, Dia just told me that her very first assignment, one of her earliest assignments when she was 17 years old, was for De Beers. So there you go. Yeah.
That was like 5 years ago, right? 6.
I love you, Gaurav.
We're old friends. I mean, while doing social good, Dia, more than Dia, actually, Dia's cook has done a lot of social good for me as well. We've been neighbors for a long time, and when I was young and kitchenless in Mumbai, her cook used to make lovely dosas for us. So I think this started a long time ago. I think that was your first emotion of seeing social good happening.
That was my first experience in social good.
And from there on, you decided to save tigers and, of course, do a lot more things.
Yes.
But you, of course, are an avid supporter, an ardent supporter of the efforts of the Swades Foundation. So tell us about how you've seen Ronnie and Zarina sort of passionately get involved in this over the last few years.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Swades, for yet again allowing me to come here and cheer for you, because I feel a great sense of pride every time I get the opportunity to. Growing up, there's always a sense of participation one would like to feel. I mean, your school encourages you, and then your college does. At home, I was encouraged, and I always felt a great sense of happiness every time I came back after doing something that I knew was making a difference in somebody's life. And I would often wonder, when does that stop? And then you grow older and you realize it stops when you become busy with yourself and expanding your own life ambitions and going on to doing the very many things that you want to do, the goals you want to achieve. And somewhere along that process of that participation and that fantastic feeling that one gets in participating with more people than just yourself starts disappearing. And it's very interesting how, despite great successes, there is a kind of an emptiness that looms. It just kind of takes over. And I think what Ronnie and Zarina are examples of are individuals who grew as individuals first, and then as an organization, but they never lost sight of that very important aspect of being and being contented individuals, and remembering that the only way they can be truly happy is if they're making a difference. And I know that has more to do with Zarina than it does with Ronnie.
No.
Oops.
No. Okay, she will, of course. You're all heart, Zarina. And I know that without him, your heart would not beat. But, and you agree with me, right, Ronnie? Yeah. So, Anyway, let's go back to the story. And when they first called me and told me about what they were doing with Swades, I was just blown away. I was so amazed at their intention. And I also knew somewhere within my heart that it was an intention that they would make possible. Because they just are those kind of people. They make everything that they set out to do happen. And it's been a remarkable 3.5 years of watching them grow from strength to strength, making great strides, making such a huge social impact. And I work a lot with corporates. I'm on the board of some organizations, and I know how difficult it is for NGOs in the country to convince corporations to invest in them. And a lot of corporates have agendas. So a lot of the CSR donations that are made, or the money spent through CSR, is always, everybody has like their own thing. We will do health, and we will do education, or we will do XYZ, but nobody really says, I'm going to support somebody who's doing everything. So I know what a big challenge it must be for them to convince people to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to back an effort that wants to take care of everything. And, but there has been a great growth in attitudes of people, wonderful, wonderful changes. I think when CSR was first introduced, it was done sometimes grudgingly and sometimes because, people were getting a tax benefit. But it's amazing to see how wonderfully corporations have started reveling in the good work that they're doing. They're taking a great sense of pride in their participation. They're really, really proud about their accomplishments because, when you reach out and you make a difference and you start seeing results, it really puts a sense of goodness in you. And I think it's also transforming the way companies operate in India and the way people, individuals are even approaching their own lives. So it's wonderful times in India. There's a lot of work to be done, and I'm just so happy I'm sitting in a room full of people who are doing that work. And thank you, Zarina and Ronnie, for inspiring change, because, it's a wonderful thing to hear great stories, but it's another thing to see people in action, see people doing the work. And I think the only legacy that all of us are always looking for is a great story, right, to leave behind. And I think that those stories are changing every day. They're becoming more about we and less about I.
Fantastic. And you are leaving 1 million stories behind, and 1 million stories every 5 years. And that's something I think that should inspire and motivate everybody. And Ronnie, like you rightfully said, it's not just about giving money. It's also about giving time. It's sweat equity and being there. Dia.
One thing I quickly want to add,
Sure.
because they both spoke about their volunteer group, and that's something that I find is so remarkable, because there are people from cities, urban centers, and of course rural centers, who are part of Swades because they want to give, they want to share their skills. They're actually out there on the ground doing work because they believe that sharing their skills is going to impact change, and that's a huge thing. They could be busy in the city making money, doing other things, but they choose to be out there in rural India, creating sustainable solutions and sharing their skill sets, which is fantastic.
Truly collaborative at every level. Well, let's...
Gaurav, can I say one thing?
Yeah, sure, of course.
I want to really point out and commend one gentleman who's in this room. I just recently met your brother, sir. I haven't met you, Mahesh Bansali ji. I don't know where you're sitting, but I met your brother Ashok just 2 weeks ago. And the work you do, sir, you deserve every success, and we were so impressed. It is truly, truly magnificent. To your whole family, really wish you. We were really blown away. Congratulations.
Well, I'd like to invite on stage, Praveen Bhai, if we could have you back on stage, please, Mr. Bruce Cleaver, and of course, Mr. Shaunak Parekh, the convener, National Exhibition of the Council. Could I request you to please come up on stage?
Mahesh Bhai is one of the few examples. I don't know how Zarina knows about him, but in our industry, Bhansali Trust, which was initially started by Dinesh Bhai Bhansali, he was one of the person in our industry who in those days, when the industry was growing, did tremendous work. He went, when there was a drought, he would collect thousands of cows to actually tell you the exact number, 80,000 cows from different villages around Saurashtra, put a number on each cow and keep them for 2 years, 3 years, feed them with different donations and also work, and then actually return after 2 years or 3 years to their actual owners. This is how we started, but then a lot of other things they have done. And Mahesh Bhai, who is engineer, by education left everything, he did not marry, and he has been carrying on the work of all these charities ever since. In Gaya, they have been doing eyes operation. How many transplants have you done so far? 7 lakh eye operations they have done so far in last 25. One of the largest ever done by any personal. And this trust has been called by the government of Bihar, the government of Gujarat, always when any kind of
both of you look here. So they are सबका रोल है हम सभी यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है स्वदेश सेंटर क्या डन 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 हम सभी यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है स्वदेश फाउंडेशन जैसे कॉज हमने देखा कि बहुत ही अच्छा काम करे आप भी यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है बहुत सारी बातें आपने की बट आप भी यहाँ पे इस मोमेंट पे कुछ कहना चाहेंगे क्या भी
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ स्वदेश के लिए कि जेमन ज्वेलरी काउंसिल की ओर से उन्हें इतना अच्छा इतना दिलदार कंट्रीब्यूशन मिला है आई थिंक इट्स एविडेंस ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट दे आर डूइंग एक्स्ट्रॉर्डनरी वर्क बट इट्स ऑल्सो एविडेंस ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट corporates are now willing to genuinely reach out and support and make sustainable change.
या अगर हम आपकी बात करें,
जी,
आप हर एनजीओ में जुड़े रहते, क्या इंस्पायर करते इस तरह की वीडियो?
किसी का अच्छा देखते हुए, किसी के साथ अच्छा काम करते हुए जो खुशी महसूस होती है वो शायद ही किसी और काम में हो। बहुत अच्छा लगता है। स्वदेश एक ऐसा फाउंडेशन है जो पिछले 3.5 साल से मैं उनके साथ जुड़ी हूँ, शुरुआत से ही। और रॉनी और ज़रीना दोनों ने मिलकर ये फाउंडेशन शुरू किया और इतना बेहतरीन काम कर रहे हैं। और आई थिंक एक पब्लिक पर्सनालिटी होकर अगर हमारा जो रीच है, जितने लोगों तक हमारी बात पहुंच पाती है, अगर उस प्लेटफॉर्म का हम सही इस्तेमाल नहीं करेंगे या उस प्लेटफॉर्म का फ़ायदा नहीं उठाएंगे कुछ अच्छी बात लोगों तक पहुंचाने के लिए, तो मेरे लिए वो बहुत मायूसी की बात होगी कि मैं अगर वो ना कर पाऊँ तो फिर क्या फ़ायदा। आई थिंक इट्स अ ब्लेसिंग टू be able to communicate and reach out to so many people, and I'm just blessed that I get the opportunity to do it this way.
Right. They also in a couple of days, Olympics will begin. Any wishes for the Indian contingent, and what would be your favorite sport that you will?
I just want to wish the Indian contingent who is representing India at the Olympics in Rio all the very best. Congratulations. आपकी मेहनत, आपकी शिद्दत और आपका प्यार ही आपको उतनी दूर तक पहुंचाया है, and I'm very sure कि आप you will put your best foot forward. So congratulations for making it to the Olympics and all the best. Of course, she's one of my favorites. A very, very, very happy birthday to you, Kajol. Keep inspiring and keep spreading your sunshine.
Thank you, Diya.